All right, today we're talking to you first-time home buyers. I read a lot of stuff online that's kind of doom and gloom about first-time home buyers and affordability. I get it, affordability is at a low, but we have to always consider what are the other options. What are the other options with affordability being as low as it's been in recent history? The other option is you stay a renter, right? Well, what does staying a renter mean? Staying a renter means you're paying 100% interest, right? So you're paying someone else's mortgage. And the challenge with that is if we anticipate that prices will continue to go up on just about everything, which is the anticipation across the market, you're now at the whim of your landlord and whatever rents are. So let's just compare that to buying, right? So if you're renting, the landlord can raise price every time your lease is up, and you really have no control about, well, I guess you can pick where you live, but that's assuming you can afford it. And at the same time, your landlord can raise it every time. So you have no real control. Your cost of living isn't locked in. Now, the flip side is you buy a home, right? So what are the variables when you purchase a house? Your principal, that's locked in, right? So unless you refinance and pull money out, your principal is going to remain being the same. Your interest, again, same scenario. If you don't pick a variable loan, your interest stays the same over the term of your mortgage. If you're considering whether or not to buy, you're probably on a 30-year, so you're not doing a lesser term like a 15-year and paying more. If you could afford the more, you probably wouldn't be renting right now. So, and then what are the variables, right? Taxes. Taxes is a variable and insurance is a variable. Insurance makes up such a little amount of the property that even if it goes up, it's going up maybe $20, $30, not something drastic, right? On an annual basis. And that's divided over 12 months, right? So then there's taxes. And in the state of Michigan, you have a capped tax increase. They cannot raise your taxes above 8% on an annual basis. It caps that amount. So really when you decide to purchase a home, you're deciding to lock in basically what your cost of living is. And then your other expenses still remain variable. But the one thing that wouldn't is where you live and how much you pay. Your taxes may vary a little bit, but the rest of it's pretty locked in. Now, the option is actually that besides for taxes, everything that you can do if your interest rates go down is you refinance, right? So that's the one variable in your life in which you can actually make it cheaper should interest rates come back down to, something that made sense. If you're buying right now at around 7, if something hits 6.5 or less, then you can refinance and really work that payment down. And one of the advantages you'll have then is when every 0.25% that interest rates come down, another million buyers come on the market. So if another million buyers come on the market and you're at 7% right now and it goes to 6, 7, 7, 5, you're going to end up having to compete with another million buyers. If it goes to 6.5, it's 2 million buyers, 6.25, 3 million buyers, right? And unless you have appraisal guarantees, unless you have a ton of cash on the sidelines, you're going to get outbid and those houses are only going to go up in price. 40% or less of what you earn monthly, you can afford to put towards your mortgage. I highly suggest you figure out how to do that because you're just going to be caught in this cycle of not being able to buy should rates come down versus right now being able to buy, but maybe griping about how much it costs you on a monthly as much as you're, in comparison to what you make monthly. But it's the one thing you can lock in. You move yourself from victim to empowered when you are able to build around a home. Because even if it's not the home of your dreams, it's still a place in which you live in control. And then you can dictate how those terms go, when you exit, why you exit, those sort of things. So I know it feels hard. I get it. If you're going to do something, do the thing that makes the most logical sense. And that's buy today before everyone else comes in and continues to bid these properties up. Because there's no foreseeable path to more inventory coming on the market anytime in the near future. And as much inventory that comes on is going to get gobbled up if rates come down. I highly suggest you reach out today and we can take you through this consultative process. Call it a day. Appreciate it.